up, everybody? This your boy Myron Smothers with TheMindOfMyron.com here at Vibe Studios with Nilly as he is wrapping up Five Life. How does it feel, man, to finally be done with this project you've been working a really long and hard time on?
Yeah, it's been longer than a year, man. I invested my time, my effort, my money. This stuff is not cheap, but yeah, I really think everybody gonna see the growth and they're really gonna appreciate the project.
All right, so first question. I told you I had a question. I feel like everybody wants to know this. We have all seen the hashtag Five Life is on the way.
Yeah.
But I feel like people don't really understand this. So what the hell is Five Life? What is it? Because I know some people probably look at it like, oh, he was number 5 in his fraternity and stuff like that. So, but I know you have a deeper meaning for it. So, what is that meaning for Five Life? If you can give a little bit of it.
I really don't want to spoil it because it's definitely played in the tape. But what I will say is it's deeper than the fraternity stuff. If y'all don't know, across New Psi Alpha, Fall 13, and I was a 5 club, so I kind of just used that as like, throwing up the 5 in all the pictures, kind of just use that as like my signature mark, not just for me the rapper, but just me as me as an alpha, or me as a person, that was like my signature mark. But over time, like me doing my research about certain things, and I'm kind of already saying too much, it definitely has a deeper meaning. It's not, I don't do it to look cool, and it's not just about my fraternity. Like, it definitely has a deeper meaning.
So again, we're gonna get that meaning. Fans are gonna get that meaning on when they listen to the project.
Most definitely.
Okay,
yeah.
So you said you've been working on this project for over a year. So how were you able to kind of, when you go over for a year, instantly like somebody kind of pops up, but you kind of elevated yourself a little bit more and more. You're not where you want to be just yet, but you definitely has grown, and your fan base has grown around the city and around the state and other places as well. So how have you managed to kind of keep that going without it releasing like a full project?
Well, I keep it simple. The first song that I recorded for this tape was Black. And Black was easily the best song that I ever done at that point. So when I got finished with Black, I had to make sure that, because in previous projects, I kind of had my signature songs and I kind of had like filler songs to just kind of like make it a project, but the singles stood out more than the other ones. So for this one, it was kind of like, I knew Black was a smash and I knew Black had marketability all over nationwide. So I kind of wanted to top that like even more with the next song. The next song was the March Madness freestyle, which basically took everybody by storm because people knew that I was a good rapper, but people didn't think I could do the same thing on a Future beat. So when that came, then another song came and I tried to outdo that one, and I tried to outdo the next one like that, and then I just kept trying to outdo it to the point to where, like, if the song at the bottom is a great song, then all you can do is go up. So that's how I attack this project. Treat each song I try to make better than the last song, and then overall the project just was going to be a smash. So that's how I try to attack it.
Going back to Black, which I personally think has been your best song that you released thus far, like, how did you, talk about that song and how you came up with that song and what inspired you to make that song and to go forth and make a video for it and all that?
All right, well, basically, when I heard the beat, when I heard the instrumental, the message spoke to me immediately. If you really listen to the beat, like, you hear a man struggling with what seems like law enforcement, and he's like, they shooting at us. And that was around the same time that all the police beatings were going on, and so I just kind of took that and I ran with it. And like, the hardest part of me writing songs all the time is the start, because once I start, I can go forever. But I kind of just like simplified it all the way down to say it loud. I'm Black and I'm proud. And once I hit that mark, it was history from then. But yeah, the music video had a really good turnout. A lot of people came in and supported. What people don't see when they see the music video is they don't see how cold it was outside, because it was literally like probably like 30 degrees outside, but people still came out.
And some people had their kids out there.
Right. Some people even had their kids out there, but people still came out. They still supported, and man, I'm forever grateful for all my supporters, like, showing me so much love.
And so we got Black is on the album, and you kind of said the song at the bottom, if it's great, then you can only go up. So with this album, did you kind of try to make sure every song is better than, like, You started with Black.
Mm-hmm.
So was every song after that, it needs to be better. It needs to be better.
That was the mindset. That was the mindset when I attacked these songs, because I honestly feel like if the songs don't get better, then they get worse. I don't feel like a song can be exactly the same in quality. So I might as well aim for them being better, because I'm also trying to just improve my overall style as a rapper. So always gonna aim for higher goals and higher marquee points, so I can be the best rapper I can be.
Okay, so what Nilly are we getting on this project? We seen political Nilly with Black. We seen fun, turn up Nilly with How Do You Want It. What Nilly are we getting this album? We seen two different Nillys so far. Are there more that we're gonna see on this project?
To put it in the simplest form possible, you gonna get the full version of me at my fullest. You know, I named the tape 5 Life because it's literally talking about things that go on in my life. You're gonna see the political, trying to make the world a better place side that you've seen before, but you're also gonna see the fun side of me going out with my friends. You're gonna see the side of me like trying to spit game to a woman. You're gonna see the side of me, the apologetic side of me, but more so importantly, you're gonna see the side of me that's like desperate and hungry for success, and the side of me that's never gonna settle for anything less and not gonna settle for the status quo. You're gonna see me pushing for greatness in a different style of way on each single song. So that's what I'm most proud of, is you're gonna see me aiming for greatness in different avenues of my life.
Okay, so let's talk about a few tracks on the album. I know a few of them. Let's talk about a few of them. Talk about Better Days. Talk about Better Days.
Better Days is probably the most complete song that I've ever done in my life. When I wrote the hook originally for myself, but I kind of wanted a different vibe for it. So one of my good friends, Chase Warner, he came in, and I know he has amazing vocals. Shout out to Chase Warner for blessing that song.
Chase.
But he came on and he smashed it. I let him record first. I already had my verse written. That's one of my better storytelling songs, basically. And that song is definitely I'm not gonna say a true story, but it's definitely relatable to a marquee thing that happened in my life. So when you combine all those things with the great storytelling and the great vocals, man, I knew that song was gonna be a smash.
Okay, another one I've heard is Keep It Simple, which is a little different for you, but I think people are gonna like it. So talk about Keep It Simple a little bit.
Man, Keep It Simple is like, I mean, every time I go into the studio, I bring at least 3 or 4 or 5 people with me. I'll tell you, after the Keep It Simple session, everybody walked out of the studio being like, yo, man, this is the best song that you ever done in your life, by far. So I don't want to spoil Keep It Simple, but let's just say you're not getting the average political, straightforward Nilly. You're going to get a more edgier side, and I'm kind of taking it there right there. So, like, I think people are really going to be pleasantly surprised with Keep It Simple.
All right, so what's one track on the album that, or we haven't mentioned that you think fans are really going to enjoy from you on 5 Life?
It's so hard. I wish I could pick all of them. Definitely, I'll pick 2. Definitely, the Wanted extended version. When I released Wanted, shout out to Boo Milton for the feature on Wanted, and shout out to K Strikes for the mixing on Wanted as well. When I originally did it and I released it, everybody thought radio marketability, like this could be on Max 94.1 like right now, and like I really appreciated that. But I felt like there's a lot of times when an artist puts out a single, I know a lot of times when I hit a single on the album, I skip it because I've been hitting it the whole time. Yeah. So with what I wanted to do with Wanted, because I knew Wanted was such a great song, is I wanted to give people the fresh first listen mindset when they heard Wanted on the song. So what I did was I made an extended version. I had an extra verse with me, basically on the same vibe, but me touching kind of some of the same points on it, and y'all definitely gonna really appreciate that one.
So what's the second one? Oh,
the second one, oh man, it's so hard. It's so hard to pick it. But I gotta go with I gotta go with Turning Point, man. Rain Myers, aka Janosha Jackson. She really is a powerful spoken word artist. Shout out to her. And her energy and her her attention to detail and her diction and how she can carry out spoken word. It kind of brought the beast out of me. Like you really hear me like Turning Point. I don't want to spoil the project, but Turning Point is right in the middle of the song. Some stuff is happening.
Like the turning point of the album.
Exactly. It's right in the middle, and it's definitely the turning point of the album. So like that song kind of just brought a beast out of me. Like it brought a beast like kind of how Black brought a beast out of me on the political side. But this one is more personable to me in my life, and not letting others stop me.
All right, so we talked about a few features. You said K Strikes, Boo Milton, Chase, Rain Myers. Who are some other people that are on the project?
Some other people that are on the project. Let's see. Man, this is fresh on my mind. We got some local Baton Rouge artists and some artists from Texas on the album. I have a song called Superman, and I'm telling you, each artist came in and they blessed the song with their different ways, whether it be the smooth, chill version of B. Anderson, shout out to B. Anderson, whether it be the gritty version of James Jackson, shout out to Small World, James Jackson, or whether it be the basically swagged out version of Super. Shout out to Super on Superman. So those were three artists, three different rappers that when we all came together and made one song talking about our different situations, but how we gonna conquer those situations to be like superheroes, like Superman. But I don't really want to spoil it. But that's definitely another track with feature verses that people definitely gonna appreciate.
All right, so I see you have on your shirt.
Yeah, man.
We see these shirts everywhere around the city.
Man. Get your drive
See these shirts everywhere around the city, man. Talk about Nilly Nation and your fan base that you kind of accumulated throughout the years, man. Just working out here.
I mean, like it all started with somebody like making a silly tweet like Nilly Nation, and I kind of thought about it, and I was just like, man, I really could take that and run with it. So I started branding, and I started branding fast. I started tagging Nilly Nation in all my Instagram posts, all my Twitter posts. The branding turned into shirts, and I put the Nilly Nation on the back. And that turned into stickers, and shout out to my line brother Travis for making my logo. You know what I'm saying? And I put it everywhere, and then that turned into wristbands and things of that nature, and like I just tag it everywhere possible, because one of the sayings that I have is all promo is good promo. Whether that be attached to something that has the best image, it could be attached to a sketchy image, but at the end of the day, people gonna see your name, and then when they see your name, that's promotion for all the things that you do. So I try to stick this logo on as many things as possible. So that's what I try to get accomplished with Nilly Nation, just more promo for my brand.
And with that, sketchy images. A month ago, we kind of ran into Nilly Nation was in a hashtag or somebody that wasn't that pleasant, you know. I mean, but somebody took a few shots at you. So how was that like?